What is going on to you, Aquarius? So you have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and you have the Temperance. Right? Let me show you these right here. All right. So let me see. That's interesting. That's interesting. So there's a sense of you, Aquarius, very much so. There's a sense of you, Aquarius, being very much so, very investigative in the sense that you have the Eight of Swords, right? The Eight of Swords represents there's a need, there's this insecurity that some of you Aquarius have, that a lot of you have, where it's like you want to be able to know if someone trusts you to the point where you want to know what they're thinking, right? And the Page of Swords and the Temperance represents these two cards right here at the very beginning is a cautionary tale about how you Aquarius have made so much progress, and don't let that progress really be in vain. A lot of you have just started to learn how to stop being icy, and you've learned how to warm up to certain things and certain people. Don't go back on that progress that you've made for safety. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Rejection and pain and love and trust, all of those things are in the same vein, Aquarius. All of those things are in the same vein because it requires the same trust that you're going to use to create a very good relationship with somebody is the same trust that a person can take advantage of. But this is the reason why you have to learn to become very good at understanding a person's character. This is why I tell y'all about going after a person's character before the finances and before all this stuff. Because once you have a better understanding of a person's character, it'll be easier for you to determine the other stuff. So you need to be able to not allow the things that you see be fake. In other words, what I'm trying to say is you Aquarius may see certain things in other people, and those things may end up being delusional, meaning that those things may not even necessarily be real about a person that you are seeing, and that you are going to have to learn to trust somebody. Otherwise, you're going to lose some people because you may end up being a little bit too conspicuous, right? Like you may end up being a little bit too untrusting of someone. So now you feel like you got to ask questions about them. Too inquisitive, in a sense that the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles is about how don't try to manipulate, don't try to do anything, because you have some people who rock with you who are decent. Some of them could be family members. Some of them could be friends. And you have a good connection or a good circle of friends and family members right now. Okay? So you don't want to necessarily ruin that. Okay? And how you not ruin it, how you do better is by trusting. See, a lot of y'all have been hurt from the lack of trust that you've seen in others about how it is that a person can be so, it appears like someone could be so trusting and that they could have your back. And like, it seems like the two of you seem to be on the same page. And then it just seems like out of the blue, now all of a sudden, the two of you don't work anymore because the thing that you thought the person was about, they turned out that's what it was about. But at the same time, though, it's okay at the end of the day. And I'll tell you why it's okay. It's okay because everything will create a person's self-empowerment or a person's their own self-destruction. So what do you do to a person that loves candy, that can't stop eating candy, that doesn't care about cavities? You right, that won't be stopped. You allow them to eat candy. And when their teeth rotten out of their head, that's their problem. So what I'm trying to say here with that is, Aquarius, is if a person is going to do you wrong, this is why you don't need to sweat. Because if a person is going to do you wrong, as long as you're alive to tell the tale, and as long as you're good or whatever, or you're okay with the outcome or whatever the case may be, if the person feels like they won something, that's okay for them. But at the end of the day, is it really for their own self-empowerment? Then you have the Ten of Wands, right? So the Ten of Wands represents now, because you may feel like you want to walk away, and you don't have to do any of that. The Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, you can walk away if you want, but really only do that to people that don't really add up. As long as the math is not really mathing, those are the people that you essentially don't rock with. And I'm not even going to lie. I'm seeing that a lot of you Aquarius are going to go through and kind of reacquaint yourselves to your friends and family and kind of get to know them all over again to see if they're still trustworthy, right? Just kind of do some sort of, winter, spring cleaning, right? Where it's like you're making sure, again, if they're trustworthy. And I'll be honest, from what I'm seeing, some people will essentially be clean, and then some people won't be, where you'll understand that it's time for you and this person's relationship to disband. Because the Five of Swords represents some of these people. Yeah, you will find out that some friends will turn on you. So-called friends will turn on you. Some family members will stop speaking to you for whatever stupid made-up reason, or they'll be upset or jealous, or some sort of anger or whatever the case may be that they can't seem to articulate. They can't seem to tell you what the anger is. They can't tell you where it's coming from. But they can't give you a legitimate cause as to where it's coming from, but they got all this anger up in their heart. Anytime you Aquarius see somebody who's acting like that, that means that there's something off. Automatically there's something off. Because, and see, people talk about how it is that you can't give explanations. No, you're supposed to be able to give, I don't care what anybody say. Shame, blame, and explain, all this other goofy stuff, whatever it is that people want to say, yo. You are supposed to be able to articulate and it be a good cause, a good reason why you don't like somebody if you have such a strong disliking to someone or an idea. And if a person has this strong disliking for you, right, family member or friend, maybe you find out some of them are talking bad about you behind your back, how it is that you sleep around and all this other type of stuff, coming up with lies and all this goofy stuff, it's okay. Like I said before, you know why? Because you leave those people behind. Okay, Queen of Swords, and then you have the Tower represent, because you know what's going to happen when you get out of there? When you Aquarius stop hanging out with that group of people, or those people in general who's been talking trash about you behind your back and treating you like garbage, you find out treating you like garbage, or didn't really have your back, didn't really have your best interest in mind, you're going to hear about how some of those people that is mutual between you and that knows them, between you and them, they're going to come right back to you and talk about how it is that this person that was telling those lies was tripping. So this is what I mean when I say that ultimately, McDonald's can either be, a cheat meal, or it can clog your arteries. You know, you know what I mean? It just depends. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment, Five of Pentacles, the Star, which is Aquarius. So you showed up here in your own reading, and then you have the Nine of Cups to clarify the Queen of Swords. Once again, yo, right? The Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment really is about how you have to understand, Aquarius, that, again, your hidden enemies are usually the people that are close to you, whether they're friends, family members, or romantic interests. So your disposition is slightly different in the sense that you need to have a raised suspicion when it comes to other people, because the people that claim to be standing next to you in the child line, so to speak, or got your back, they selectively have your back. You know, the sixth house or Virgo is slightly different in the sense that the enemies are known. People can't help themselves but to show them how much of an enemy they are, or maybe the Virgo just sees it. But the Five of Pentacles and the Star card represents how, but understand, Aquarius, that they have to be like that with you because, well, not really have to. That's a lie. They don't have to be like that with you. But they're like this with you because of their own insecurity. And a lot of you, Aquarius, will be asking yourself, what are you talking about? Insecure about what? The fact that a lot of you, Aquarius, are usually genuinely and generally liked amongst a massive group of people that you probably know. The fact that a lot of people end up knowing your name because you, Aquarius, meet more than the average amount that people usually meet in a lifetime. And that people are looking for the clout, so they're jealous of the clout. Forget about the money. Yeah, that may end up being a part of it. And you, Aquarius, may be venturing off into new business ventures and stuff like this that a lot of you usually do. But talking about just the clout alone, and on top of that, everything else that comes along with that. Then you have the Nine of Cups. Their overall competitiveness. They want to be the only ones doing something. So now when, you know, you're not in their clique, right? Their little group or whatever the case may be, their cabal, as Cat Williams would say, which is true. Their cabal, their group of people that is the in crowd, and, no one can be in this in crowd, this Illuminati type of deal, this type of group. You, Aquarius, stand out. So it gets the person who's making all these harsh, judgmental calls against you. It shows their insecurity on Front Street because you're living, right? Excuse you for living, right? They want you they want you to ask for excuse. Nah. You, Aquarius, aren't doing that. And when they are around you, they feel small. They feel like that little rabbit, and that you're towering over them. So these are just some of the reasons why, Aquarius. People will find really stupid reasons to be jealous and downright envious without even realizing how much strife and trouble another person has to go through being themselves. So stay on your P's and Q's, Aquarius. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Listen, we're actually pushing 20,000 subs right now. We have 10,000 265 subscribers. I never thought that we would get, well, I did know that we would get here. But thanks to y'all, listen, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Please make sure to come through as well. Listen, all those dollars and buying my books and getting tarot readings, and if you want to donate, all of that stuff helps the channel stay up. All of that stuff helps the channel stay alive. How? I'm able to go ahead to continue on, right? To produce these videos for y'all with the getting the cards and doing this and doing that. Somebody had actually asked me about, if they can buy me some of the cards. Listen, the best thing for you to do, honestly speaking, truth be told, if you really want to help as far as financially is concerned, is for you to really go ahead and send the money. That way I'm able to actually look at what it is that I need. Okay, I actually have another couple of cards. Hold on. I actually doubled up on the Dragon Tarot. So just in case if this original Dragon Tarot, which is what I'm actually using now, is breaking and it's cracking and all this other type of stuff, I actually doubled up. So I look at my inventory of cards and I see what's going on, and I'm actually able to really go ahead and see what's going on, and then I'll go ahead and I'll buy the cards. So once again, right, or I'll make some investments, but all of these things is to help me out, help the channel out. All right, I'm gonna be totally transparent with y'all as to where the money is going. I'm not gonna go ahead and tell y'all the money is going here and it's not actually going there, okay? Because I know what to do with money when I get it in my hand. No illegal stuff is happening around here. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen, let's get to 20,000 and above.